The Lord of the Rings franchise has already had numerous video games released within its universe, all bringing something unique to fans of the series and gamers in general, with one of the more recent titles inspired by the famous Tolkien's fictional world being Monolith Productions' action RPG, Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now it looks as if a new Lord of the Ring video game property is set to enter the fold in the very near future, with Daedalic Entertainment officially announcing that it is working on a project called The Lord of the Rings Gollum. The game was announced more than a year ago and was already very far in development, so I was waiting for a reveal anytime now, especially this summer. Before we start, make sure you drop a like if you guys enjoy the gaming news, and let's start. Today, the first screenshots for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC exclusive have finally been revealed, and coming from developers who aren't really used to making massive AAA games, it looks really good. As you can see, we get multiple glimpses of Gollum itself, alongside a rather scary shot of 4 gigantic spiders, before pulling out with a shot of Mordor and other different environments. These screenshots also looks like it is taken out of a gameplay demo, which fits perfectly with the announcement we'll be getting our first gameplay footage of Gollum at the Xbox Series X event on May 7th, that I'll be live streaming on the channel. If you guys didn't know, Summer Game Fest has been announced and is an E3 replacement which will happen throughout the summer with plenty of different digital events. The May 7th one is the first one of many. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Lord of the Rings Gollum, coming in 2021, is an action-adventure game taking place in the years following Gollum's acquisition of the One Ring, meaning that it is set prior to the events of the Lord of the Rings movies. It will stay true to the original lore of the books and movies, but will also explore new events and details related to Gollum's journey. The studio further explained the project by revealing that the game's story follows Smeagol corruption through the One Ring to rule them all. The Lord of the Rings Gollum will tell Gollum's story from a perspective never seen before in any storytelling medium, all the while staying true to the legendary books. Now let's get into what we know of the story and its gameplay details. The game will kick off in a Mordor fortress where the creature is being kept against his will, but the developers assured that there will be other giant persistent environments to explore beyond the initial setting. What was described definitely means there'll most likely be some kind of prison break element to the game, which seems to be a huge part in this project since Gollum is pretty good at being stealthy and also for him to have the ring. The project focuses on stealth and does not afford Gollum with too many abilities, focusing on platforming gameplay and something more classic over skill trees and character progression. Part of the gameplay will also focus on Gollum's inner battle with his alter ego, Smeagol. You already have that big conflict in the character, which means there is a good reason there are decisions to make in the game. The Smeagol decisions or the Gollum decisions. This game is all about making the right or wrong decisions with your alter ego. Each decision will change the narrative and there's gonna be plenty of opportunities for us to do that. As well as a range of friendly or unfriendly faces, the Nazgul and Thranduil will also feature in the game in some respect, Thranduil being the father of Legolas. The developers also noted in their report that the team is trying to produce something that is different. Gollum's descent into hunchback creatures will no doubt be striking then. The game has a lot of wiggle room if it wanted to incorporate some elements of the horror genre, given Tolkien's rogue gallery of creatures. By seating the player outside of the shoes of the atypical hero, the developers will do well to drive home the imposing terror of some of Tolkien's beasts, when facing an innocent, weak monster like Gollum, and not something we're already used to like a warrior or strong magician like Gandalf, even though that would make for an interesting game. It looks like the game will seek to make you feel different, perhaps more positive and empathetic emotions towards the gruesome creatures that you've previously been acquainted with in the books and novels. Gollum is actually quite a tragic character himself, so there is a lot of room to experiment here, especially for a studio really well known for interesting narratives. So it is said we will be seeing new gameplay details on May 6th for The Lord of the Rings Gollum and a gameplay demo on May 7th. Again, this game is coming to next-gen consoles and PC exclusively, and is one of the first games to show screenshots of next-gen. We're also going to be seeing gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla on May 7th, as well as plenty of third-party games, maybe the next Batman, the Harry Potter RPG, the Elden Ring, and so on. Let me know what you guys think of Gollum and if you're excited for the event. Drop a like and subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Jigglyboy and I Am Legend for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll help me and the channel as a whole. Thanks for watching.